Hi guys, my name is Nico. I live up in the mountains of Wyoming, and this is one of my shipping videos. So I've been gone for 4 days. You can catch that back on part 1, so I won't say too much more about that, but these are my orders for the last 4 days. Now, this total doesn't include a couple new ones that came in, and so on part 4, I'll revise this and make it more accurate. But when I started part 1 a few hours ago, we had 43 orders and $1,691.12 going out. That is from a Wednesday at about 8 o'clock when I left until Sunday, and now it's 2:18, but when I first started the shipping video, it was right about 8 o'clock. So about 4 full days. So let's go ahead on over here and we'll pick up where we left off. So please watch part 1 and part 2 and it'll make a little bit more sense. So right now also, just for the last 7 days, we're at $2,601.21. One time while I was on my 4-day trip, I hit 10, which is where I normally like to be at. But now I've kind of dropped back down for the last 31 days to $9,703.48. I do have some really low days still in my 31 day, but they're not near as low as they were. My lowest day, let me see here, looks like on February 21st, I had a $93 day. That was a Tuesday. And then on Friday, February 24th, I had a $146 day and 54 cents. I was still running out of inventory, struggling, you know, about then. It's getting out of there to where most of my days are across the $250 line. Not all of them yet. Let's see, the other one that will have to drop off is on Saturday, March 4th. I had $198.09. So there's still some low days in here that are going to have to drop off. And actually this Friday, just a couple days ago, even though I had a lot of listings going up while I was gone and I sent offers all day long, I still only sold $168.07. So you're always going to have some low ones. On the other hand, I have a $607 day, $591 day, and some good ones. What's that? A $481. So I'm getting to where 10 every single month should not be a problem. And then I'm going to have to push that up to 12, which is ultimately where I need to get. I have been there before, but the last 8 weeks, it has just been tough to get inventory. But no excuses, right? That's why my channel is no excuses. You just have to do it. You just have to figure it out. All right, so this is a pair of Cuts pants. I talked about these in my haul video, that everyone is talking about these pants. Let me find them, and then I'll show them to you. So, these are joggers, at least this pair. I have not researched Cuts brand in everything, so I don't know if everything in the Cuts brand is a jogger. I'm not that familiar with it. I found this pair, and then like anything else, once you find it and you start hearing about it, or once you hear about it, you start finding it, whichever. But in my case, I found these at the bins, looked them up because they had a unique tag, and then started hearing everybody mention these things. So these sold with no promotions of any kind. They sold for $20 and plus shipping, so $28.80. And I just want to check my camera. Yes, so far we are still going. I still don't know what happened on part 1. Why my camera just decided to go off. So I'll try to keep a little bit better eye on it. I'm sure there's a way to have a split screen here so I could actually pay attention to it. I'll have to figure that out. So this is shipping out tomorrow, going back to California where I just was. It's going to cost $6.22 because they weigh 15 ounces, and I charged $6.75. So I'll make a little bit on the shipping, or keep a little bit on the shipping. Let's see. We just got back from Sunday school and church and went out to lunch. We had a good day. glad to be back home, that's for sure. Although I did really love our trip. It's just always nice to get home. I've got my second load of our own personal laundry in the dryer. So that will be the end of any laundry that we have to do for our trip. So that cleaned up pretty fast. And we didn't have dress clothes really. It was a pretty casual movie premiere that we went to. They told us that up front. And so we didn't dress up or anything. And then we just had like a lot of hiking clothes because that's what we mostly did. And we never used our swimsuits or anything because, sorry about that guys, we never used our swimsuits because it was just a little bit too cool for us anyway to want to go to the beach. Plus we were doing other things. I liked the beach, but it was fun. I hope when I go to the post office on Monday that my envelope things are there. Okay, so this is a Lauren Conrad shirt. I've got 2 of these on this to ship out. This one sold for less because I've had it a lot longer and I just let it fall into a sale of mine. I don't know why this one, we'll check the sizes, see if that's why this one sold slower or if we can figure it out. Sometimes I can't figure it out. One sells for a lot higher than the other one, just based on time. Okay, so this one is an XL. Really pretty shirt, Lauren Conrad. It's a sleeveless, you know, very lightweight. I paid very little for this at the bins, but this was about, it would have been going on about a month and a half ago. So I just had boho peasant top, flowy in the title. It sold via promoted listings, no coupon, and so I took $6 plus shipping, $12.82. So that one is a real kind of low sale there. So we'll do about a half hour or 30 minutes, and then I'll go pull the rest, make sure I've got every single one after we do this set, and then we'll finish up. So it will be 4 parts today, I think. And then I hope there's more tomorrow. Let's hope. I hope shipping this gets it back in the algorithm so that eBay likes me again. My sales were really pretty good for being gone because I did send orders the whole time and I had listings going up on scheduled. So this is $4.31. I charged $6.50 for shipping, so I am going to keep a little bit on the shipping too. Let me make sure while that's printing, I've got everything. I have a little bit of a sinus thing just from the, it's more probably allergies just from being on the plane and with everybody. Thankfully, we feel really good. We didn't get sick or anything on our trip, and that is good. I think it's just from staying in hotel rooms and traveling on the plane, no matter what you do. We wash our hands like crazy. We tried, you know, but so far we feel pretty good. I just have a little bit of a nasal something. I'm really, really proud of how much sales I had for being gone for 4 days. Next time I go, I hope to have 15 items each day. This time I couldn't pull it off. I had closer to 10 on all the days I was gone. I think the first day or two I maybe pulled off 15, but then like today I think I only had 10 going up. But that is still really good. That is still, I see the improvement, so that's all I care about right now. Okay, this is a pair of Flax brand pants. They are linen or partial linen. Let me look here. Let's see, I saw them here. We got a lot of interesting things to ship out, like nothing, all different sizes and everything else. So these are a pair of flax pants. They're a medium kind of beige color. They are a crop. And so I put minimalist and earth tones in here, and then I put linen. So these are 100% linen. This is what the brand looks like if you've never seen it. Let me make sure we're still filming just since yesterday. Yep. Or since this morning. All right, so these sold via promoted listings. I did not have any coupon used on these, and so they sold for $21 $30.71 plus shipping, so $30.81. So let's see where these are going. All right, these weigh 8 ounces, so I've got to change it. I had a little bit too much in there. These are going to Carrollton, Texas, so that makes sense. Probably starting to warm up there in Carrollton. It's a $4.20 that I'm going to get charged, and I charged $6.75. We know some people near Carrollton, near Dallas, I believe, if I'm thinking right. You're okay. You wanted to be in here. My puppy, he can't make up his mind. He's glad we're home, and so he begged to be in here with me, but then now he wants out. I may have to go let him out in a sec. You want to go out now? Huh? If I go over there and open the door? What you gonna do? Come on. Say hi. Oh, yeah. Say hi. I don't know if they can see you. Let's see. Let's see if they can see you and your terrible life that you have. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. All right. We gotta get back to work, Frodo. Frodo is a good boy. He just is he's an anxious Nelly some of the time. He's better now that we're back. They said he did really good while they were gone, and I had 2 different people kind of exercising him and trying to keep him going because he's a pretty high energy dog. He's used to getting a lot of walks and stuff, and it was just too snowy to have anybody walk him here. But I did have a teenager come play with him and at least try to throw the ball and stuff. So hopefully he didn't sit too much. All right, we'll see. I'll do another one until he comes over and whines, and I'll have to go let him out. All right, this is a pair of pajamas. I was hoping to get a little bit more on these, but they are technically kind of a winter print. Not just flannel, like warm, but they have snowflakes on them. So, you know, no reason they couldn't have, you can't wear these in the spring, and obviously they're selling in the spring. So that's good, but I just probably got them listed too late in the season, but that's okay. They're a bins pickup, and I still made a profit. Let's see where we're at. Okay, so they did not use any promotions of any kind on these. This is a 2-piece set of pajamas, PJ Salvage pajamas. These are a size small too, and that is probably part of it. And then the pants have the tapered leg. So I sold these for $8.25 plus shipping, so $16.32. Okay, so these weigh 15 ounces, so I would have paid right at $1.69 at my bins because they're almost a pound. So pretty much pay the full pound rate on these. And so I'm only going to keep about 50 cents on the shipping. Do you want to go out? Huh? You want to go out? Okay. All right, good boy. There you go. All right, sorry about that. He got him out of there. He was looking at himself in the mirror that's mounted on the back of the door, so he was actually pretty content, but I thought I would let him out since I had a second there. I think another order came in, but I'll get to that. In the last video, I'll go over the new stuff that came in. Have any of you out there ever been to Culver City? I didn't realize. I'm sure maybe Paramount and Columbia and Sony Studios probably have several places in LA where they have sets and everything. But I'd never been to Culver City, and so we walked by a lot of the sound stages and stuff. It was really interesting. The history is very interesting of this place. That'll keep me going till our weather actually really gets good. So just that little break, you know, that 4 days, not having to list and just getting out a little bit. Even though it wasn't really that warm a weather, it's still just a change of scenery. Sometimes a change of scenery is all you need. I was feeling really encouraged anyway. My sales were starting to pick up after that long amount of snow. So I was already doing fine anyway. For a while there, it was just boy, it just felt like everything that we needed to do was like pulling teeth. But, you know, this is much, much better. Okay, this sale I am very happy with. This is from this most recent binge trip. And remember, if you watched any of my haul videos by chance, you'll know that I've really been hearing a lot about plus size Chicos, plus size Talbots, plus size J. Jill. I have not been picking up these brands, even new with tags, for years, really. I just felt like the things I tried weren't working. So when I started to hear that, I thought, you know, I'm going to try this again because I really need to find more items in a short amount of time. So I need to find some very common bread and butter brands that if they have certain things about them that they will sell. So this one fit most of the bill. It doesn't have any special fabric actually, so it doesn't, but it's a Talbot's size 20W. And it's in an interesting print, and it is a lined dress, so it is a little bit more substantial piece. Even though it's short sleeved, it feels, you know, substantial, like a nice church dress or a business dress. It's not just light and flimsy. It's not made of any special fabric. I think it's just polyester, so that would have really helped. But anyway, I'm very happy with this sale. They did not use any promotions of any kind. This sold within less than a week. It sold for $22.95 plus shipping, so $32.70. See where it's going. I need to get my second tape gun ready. Since I am out of my label holder things, I'm going to end up going through more tape than I like. Okay, everything takes forever to get it out here, so if I forget something that I can only buy on Amazon, it's well over a week before I get it. So I ordered 2 ink cartridges, even though I just put one in. I'm trying to really get a stockpile of stuff. This is going to Poughkeepsie, New York, and I'm going to keep about $1.40 on the shipping. So yeah, I want to go get my laundry done upstairs, get all that put away. Do you use that Marie Kondo roll method? That's how I do my dresser drawers. Now that I finally got them cleaned out. They were not cleaned out for a long, long time. But like, I want to say about a month ago, I finally got rid of a lot of excess clothing that I just wasn't wearing, or I had too many styles of the same thing, and I finally just decided to get rid of some of it. So that helps my dresser drawers to have room. And then at the time, I put all my summer and my lightweight stuff in another closet. I am lucky. I'm, you know, blessed to have not empty closets, but closets where, you know, I can use them for my excess clothing because our kids aren't at home anymore. So I have extra closet space. Whoop, this one is going to be gone. Okay, I'll just get rid of this one. I'll just do that later. So, putting away my laundry and knowing what I wanted to take, it was all much simpler. So I'm glad it was. All right, I'm going to shake these packages up here. Once you get the bottom of the IKEA bag filled, then they stand up pretty well. But until you do, they're just kind of dumpy. That's the only bad thing about those. All right, this is a brand called Bryn Walker. Let me find it here on my list. Okay. Now I have read in the title because I remember on this one that on the back here where the tag is, there's some thinning of the material. So it's not a hole yet, but it could be. And I put that in there. I put that there's, you know, a decent amount of thinning right there. So, and I had already washed this, so at least I know it should make it through, you know, washes, but I did disclose that. But this brand is a very popular brand. If you ever see Bryn Walker, you want to make sure that you at least stop to kind of look it up. And so I didn't have any promotions on this at all. It is a rayon silk blend, and so it has kind of a velour feel, and it's very purpley, very pretty. So I sold this for $19.99 plus shipping, so $28.01. I took those pictures, I believe, with my phone. You know, purples are just hard on my camera. I sometimes can't quite get it right. So I think I got my purple color to be pretty close. Okay, so this is 10 ounces. It's going to Arizona, really close by. It's got to be getting pretty warm there for this, but it is a short, it's kind of a 3/4 type sleeve shirt. So it's thinner than it looks. It's not quite a heavy shirt. This is going to cost $4.81, and I charged $6.75. I guess I should have checked and made sure there's no postal holiday tomorrow. I've been so busy. Usually I do that. Let me see if there is a holiday here. I hope not. I don't think so. Nope. None major anyway. I just, you know, sometimes some of the holidays that are still very important, but that, you know, the post office observes and I don't catch them, I have to be careful about President's Day and some of those things because I can easily get ready and ship. So, yeah, March 17th was St. Patrick's Day, which of course is not observed. I don't know what the next one is. Cinco de Mayo, the mail might be closed. That's not till May, so I think I'm okay for today anyway. I just wanted to make sure I was checking that. I have a calendar behind me, and I need to probably at the beginning of every year just set up phone reminders or at least email reminders. Usually I pay more attention, so normally I kind of know what's coming up. But when you're gone like this and you have that much fun for 4 days, I feel like you can come back and just not really remember important things. This is Polo Ralph Lauren something. Let's look here. I've had this. It would have been a couple of months because I'm on the 4680s now listing. And so this is 4160. So it's about 500 items ago, which would have been, let's see, I haven't quite been getting to 15 every day. In the last like week and a half to 2 weeks I have. But I'm still pretty much at 10 a day, so that's still like a month and a half ago. Until I get my listing up to 15 or 20 a day, that's still quite a few items ago. So let's go see what we have here. Okay, these sold with 21% off, so they used my coupon. They're just men's chino, white shorts, just, you know, good solid shorts are selling for me the last actually 2 or 3 weeks, but I'm going to go to the bins and try to fight for my fair share of decent, you know, like Cool and Polo, Ralph Lauren, Vineyard Vines, Tommy Bahama. I'm going to go try to get, you know, my Patagonia and all of that as best I can. So anyway, those white shorts, they're a men's 32. They are cotton. They're kind of lightweight. I didn't put packable because they're just kind of like golf shorts. But I sold them for $13.79, so $17.64 shipped for the customer. They did find these by promoted listings. All right, and these are going to New York, New York, and they weigh 12 ounces. So I would have paid about $1.50 or something for these, so not bad. First class, I'm going to keep about $1.50 on the shipping also. Oh, I love these things from Uline, and I love this 3-inch tape, but when the tape roll is empty, you just got to really push hard to get the to get it off. Sometimes I have to take like scissors and kind of loosen it up there so that I can put another roll of tape. Does anybody have a trick to that? I don't know what the deal is. It might just be that my hands aren't, my hands are small, so to like push that back out, because, yeah. I always can get it. I know in worst case scenario, this is like cardboard, so you can soak it, and then this becomes really, thin. But normally I can work it off of there, and thankfully I have a second tape gun, so I'm okay right now. But I know I need to get the counter one. A lot of people I see on YouTube have the counter 3-inch ones, so I need to probably order one of those. All right, let's see where we're at. Okay, these are, let me get over there. These are 5 pair of Jose Banks shorts. So this is a lot of shorts. They're called the Ledbetter style. Let me go to my listing and make sure I'm telling you everything accurate here. So I picked these out of the bins, and these were all the same size, and then I had one that was a different size, so I sold it separately. And if I remember right, it sold pretty quickly. But these took a long time. I thought they would sell faster. I thought they would sell for a little bit more. I've had these not since this bins trip, but at least 2 bins trips ago. So I finally took $28 plus shipping for the 5 pair of Jose Banks shorts. I know that Jose Banks is not a pickup, but these were kind of a golf short in a size 35, and I had 5 of them. So I thought maybe they would do better. But either way, let's see. These weigh 4 pounds, 3 ounces. So I would have paid about $8 for all 5 pair. Because, yeah, 4 pounds times, let's just say $2 at the bins. I know it's a little bit less than that. So $8, and then I sold them for 28. So it's still fine. It's a decent pickup, or a decent markup. Let's see, I made $1 on the shipping because I charged them $14.50. I could not get all those in a flat rate. They're a little bit bigger shorts than they look. They're kind of a thicker chino. So I made about $1.50 on the shipping, and they're going to Phoenix, Arizona. So all in all, it's fine. Let me make sure my dimensions are correct on here. I know it doesn't matter on this size box, but I just always make sure. I'm sure if I wanted to put these in a UPS, let me see where I'm at on that. They're going to a street name, so if I wanted to change it to UPS, it would be a couple bucks cheaper. So I'm trying to think. I might change boxes on this, so I'm going to set this aside because it'll be like $2.50 cheaper if I change them to UPS. So let's just do that. But still, same basic details on that. And then I'll get to keep a little bit more on the shipping and everything. Okay, let's see what is next. All right, this is a Polygram dress. Is this Anthropologie? I don't know. I have it in the title whether it is or it isn't, or it might just be a standalone brand. But I had not picked up a lot of Polygram. The reason I picked this up is because it just looked kind of lightweight for summer, and that time toward the end, I was just like, hey, if it's lightweight, I'm going to at least consign it. But this is really cute. It has pockets. It's a woman's size medium, so it's not a substantial piece or a good size, and it's not really a good fabric. It's just kind of a plain cotton, but very, very cute. So I took $12 for this plus shipping, so $20.30. And it sold via promoted listing. They did not use a coupon. Okay. Let's see where we're at here. Okay, so 12 ounces. This is going to Maryville, Tennessee, and it's first class, $5.04, and I charged them $6.50. So, back here. Okay, next one's coming up. These are a pair of Keen shoes. They're just really nice Keens in really nice condition, but I've had these forever and ever and ever and ever. They're more like tennis shoes than they are hiking shoes. And for whatever reason, this model just wasn't as popular. Let me put the label on this other one here first. Let's go see what the deal was with these Keens, because I know I took a really low offer to just finally move them. So let me go see if I had read in the title. I don't think anything is wrong with these. Let me look here. Nope. Oh, I see. They're boys. That's why. I was like, why did I get so low for these? So these are a Keen shoes size 6 youth, big kids or boys. They're a Targhee low. So they are kind of a hiking boot, but they're just children's. And so I probably picked those up in the bins knowing that. But either way, I took $10 plus shipping, so $20.41, and they did not use any other promotions at all. I'm sure I could have waited longer. Summer is coming now, but I still made a profit. I was able to get them in a padded flat rate, which doesn't hurt either. These are going to Jacksonville, Arkansas, and they weigh 1 pound 6 ounces, so I would have paid about $2.50 for these. Sold them for $10. It's going to cost me $8.30, and I charged them $8.99. Shipping. Make sure our video is still going. Let's see, we are at 32 minutes, so let's do 1 or 2 more, and then we will go ahead and do the next video. I don't want to have to do 5 on this because that's not very many per video. That's hardly worth turning the video on. I really like long form videos myself. If I wouldn't have been up against going to church and different things, I would have probably made 1, maybe 2-hour video, just because when I'm working, that's what I like to watch. I like to just have one thing on, so I'm not constantly having to think of the next thing to watch. But I know a lot of people don't like long videos, so I thought I would break it up as best I could for you guys. And some people just kind of like to hear the synopsis of how much you sold, and then the actual items don't interest them as much, I guess. But most people hang in there for most of the, whenever I do break it up, most people surprisingly do try to watch all the parts of it, it seems like. So I'm happy with that. Okay. Okay, this I've had a long time also. Or no, I lied. Maybe I didn't. What is this? Maybe this is my son. Something just my son. I gotta pull this back out because I don't know what it is. Oh. Oh yeah, this is a game, so I do have to print this off for my son here in a minute. There's a mouse in the house. Okay, so this is an actual game. I do put things in with the clothing if they're small because it just makes finding them so much easier. When I go to find my hard goods, because of all the shapes and sizes of the hard goods, it can be difficult to find them. So let me just print this off for my son so that I don't forget that he gets half of this. I just want to make sure I'm keeping track. This is how I do my consignment. And then with the jewelry that hopefully is going to start to sell a lot more in the next few weeks, I'm going to have to do the same thing. So I just put this in a poly mailer or a poly bag, but I use some bubble wrap on it. Make sure that even though it's not a new game and it doesn't matter, I went ahead and just went ahead and did that. Okay, so we got that printed for him. So then we'll go back and see what this is about. Okay. So it sold with my 21% off coupon, and they found it via promoted. And so this sold for $25.09 altogether. We've had this month and a half, I want to say, because based on the number, it's about 500 items ago. So that would have been about a month ago. I'm sorry I don't have exact dates on that because I end and sell similar when I have time. It's not my priority, but I do when I have time. End items, sometimes I do it in bulk. Sometimes I do it and check each one by hand like I'm trying to do. Let's see, this is only 8 ounces. So the dates aren't always accurate of when I actually listed them, especially as they get older. The newer ones would be 100% accurate because I don't end and sell similar until something's at least 60 days old usually. So we did keep $2.50 on the shipping on this too. So yeah, this will take me the rest of the afternoon. I have some big things that I've got to double check and put some bubble wrap on. I'm going to show them to you and give you the gist of what the deal is with those, but I need to go back. I listed them at 3 in the morning the night before we left to just make sure that I got, you know, everything I could listed, and it paid off because they obviously are sitting here and they sold while I was gone. So, you know, it really paid off to do that, but I wanted to make sure that I shipped them carefully. I need to get some more bubble wrap on them and stuff. Get rid of that. Okay. I want to wait on that one. Okay, this is the other Lauren Conrad. I told you that one I got more money for than the other. This is the one that I got more money for. It's a much more recent one. I've only had this at most the bins trip before this one. I think it's just from this one because I got... Let's see, I had 200 eBay items plus some from my son. So yeah, this is probably this trip. But either way, it's in the last month I found this. Okay, so this is number 4306. This is a large, women's large, Lauren Conrad. You would have seen this in my haul videos. It's a really pretty kind of gray square neck top. It's just really pretty lightweight. So I took $14 plus shipping, so $21.84. There aren't any promotions or anything on this one. So that is a really good sale for getting it at the bins. That is about 6 ounces. So that would have cost me 70 cents or something like that. Barely $1. Okay, this one's going to San Marcos, California. Got to change my shipping. And so I also kept about $2.50 on the shipping on that. Okay. This next one coming up, I'm going to go ahead and put the label on that, is a Baby Gordon waffle weave baby blanket. Oh yeah, good. Good. Here is the tag. Right here. Baby Gordon All Seasons Thermal. It was measured, but I did measure it anyway. A 36 by 50, so it's just a baby blanket, and it's 100% Orlon. And you really want to watch out in adult blankets too for those waffle weave, vintage acrylic or Orlon, plus with the satin edging. Those are a bolo. They just... People like the look. I don't know if it's a cottage core. I don't know what the look is, especially in a baby's room. But you definitely want to keep an eye out in any color. And the pinks and the more really vibrant blues, those sell even better. This is a nice yellow. It's a nice solid yellow, but it's not a really vibrant yellow, and it's still sold right away. So let's go see what we got for it. I knew it would sell right away. This was from my most recent bins trip. I love finding these things, and I mess with them, even if they're the adult ones and they're heavy and, you know, you got to measure them out. The adult ones are the vintage king size bed or twin size or whatever, don't always have the measurement, so they can be a pain to deal with, but I think they're worth it. Okay, this is a Baby Gordon blanket, Waffle Weave USA, sold via promoted listings, no other coupons. I took $45 plus shipping, $60.90. So I actually had this a lot higher, but I was on my trip and I just wanted to make sure that I'm rotating my stuff and getting a lot of money in. And so I went ahead and took it. But if I would have waited, this baby blanket could have easily gone for $70. You can look them up. And so if you have time, might be a good idea to hold out. But I'm happy with $45 for something that's not even a pound. So I paid $1.89 for this at the bins this time. And it was just sitting there. It wasn't like it was right in front of me and everybody else was grabbing it. No one cared. This is Cookeville, Tennessee that it's going to, and I'm going to keep about $1 on the shipping also. I could have eked it out as first class at 16 ounces, but I just put it in the priority mail flat rate and just had them pay for the priority. It's a little bit more expensive item and just get it there to them. All right, guys, let's see where we're at. We're at 42 minutes. Let's do a few more. Otherwise, I'll have to make 5 videos, and I want to make sure that we stop at 4. So let's do 2 or 3 more clothing pieces, and then I will stop and go reevaluate where we're at. And then we'll do our next one. Our next one will take a little bit longer inherently because I have 3 or 4 big things to show you. And but I won't finish actually shipping them while you're on the video. I'll just show you. I think that will be nicer for you too. Okay. All right, next we have a Torrid hoodie. This was a pretty substantial piece. I'm not sure if I got this bins trip. I think this was the last bins trip. I'm not 100% sure. So we've got 26 more orders to go, guys. So whatever I don't do on this one, we need to do on the next one. So we may end up doing 5 just to break it up. Okay, so this is a Torrid hoodie, women's size 2. That's in Torrid sizes. It's a black and gray check, and it's long sleeve. It's a very heavy, kind of substantial piece. Let me see if I can show you. I don't want to try to get it all the way out because it was really hard to get in there. But anyway, just a really nice piece. I don't have what the fabric is in the title, so it must not have been substantial. It is a cardigan style. And let me see here. I sold it with no promotions of any kind, so I took $15 plus shipping, so $26.24. And I'm having to work really hard to make sure that it covers the inch that it's supposed to cover. Okay, we made it. Woohoo! All right, I'm gonna put my label there too, but I did make it. I'm legitimately making it over an inch, but boy, not easy. So this weighed 2 pounds and 4 ounces. So I would have actually paid close to $4 for this thing, and I sold it for $15. So not bad. I think I was hoping for more, but it's okay. Good turnover, fast turnover. And then I kept about $1 on the shipping. This is going to West Virginia. And it's a very pretty cardigan. Kind of a plaid, either a check or a plaid, I guess you would call it. Black and gray. I'm waiting. There we go. Okay. This is a master's vest. If you happen to catch my haul videos, you would have seen this. I just got this. These always sell really, really fast. This is the master's logo for golf. And then they've got it again up here. So a really nice, quick piece. I want to make sure I didn't get anything on it here. Where is my roller? I'm going to say I haven't needed my roller yet. I want to make sure. Black is always the worst. No matter how many times you look at it, you see more that you should have or could have done. Ah, goodness. I'm glad I looked at this again. Either that or it's just from brushing up against me right now. Okay, let me get this one back in there. So yeah, this is an actual vest, like a soft shell vest. I'm going to get my label on the Torrid piece first. All right. So the master's vest, it weighs, let's see here. The master's vest weighs 13 ounces. Okay, so it's sold via promoted listings, no coupons. It sold for $18 plus shipping, so $26.67 all in, and that was bought at the bin. So if it's 13 ounces, I would have paid close to $1.50, something like that. The Denver bins is $1.89, and then they seem to always give me a discount sometimes at $1.69. I've never quite learned it. I just don't worry about it. I buy a ton anyway. So I've heard some bins are going up pretty expensive. This is going to Holland, Ohio, first class, and I kept about 30 cents on the shipping. Waiting for this to load. There we go. This next one is a really nice Scully Western shirt. Great brand. This was a very heavy shirt. It's got the piping and the pearl snaps. So a very nice find. This was thrown back in the bins. I looked it over like 10 times while I was there. I got it home and I thought, you know, I'm probably missing something, but Western always does well for me. And I knew this was a pretty substantial piece that the consignment store would take, even with a flaw. So I went ahead, I racked my brain, I looked at it, I washed it, you know, just in case there was something I was missing. I could not ever find any reason other than it's kind of heavy with the pearl snaps and stuff. So I never could figure out, other than maybe the weight, why someone threw this back. I still have not figured it out. So hopefully I'm not missing anything. I looked at all the snaps, everything. And that was a good sale too. I'll tell you in a second. I always like finding Scully. It's just one of those brands that I never have any trouble selling. Okay, let's look here. Okay, so this sold with promoted listings, but no coupon, this Scully Western shirt. It's an extra large size also. And so I took $27.01 plus shipping, so $44.11. If I'd have wanted to wait longer on these Scullys, you can do really well. I'm sure I could have probably gotten between 40 and 50 just because of the size and the extra piping. But it was a really fast turnaround. I've had this less than about a week and a half, and I was fine with that. It's a not a dollar, a pound, 52 ounces or 5.2 ounces, so it's 5 ounces over a pound. So anyway, I would have paid $2.50 for it about in the bins, but by weight, I would have paid about $2.50. And this is going to Glendale Heights, Illinois. Well, it's actually going international, so it's going overseas through eBay's shipping program. So that's good. I haven't noticed a whole lot of international orders coming in for a while, and I was starting to get paranoid if I had gotten clicked off of it or something, but that is good. We've got 2 more in this bin. Let's finish these up, and then we'll go pull the rest. I've got to get out some more IKEA bags too, because these 2 IKEA bags are about full. I have at least 3 more orders that I need to add to my total, and so I'll go pull those and add them in to the final total. Okay. All right, let's see what's next. Okay, these I'm so glad are gone. This is a clearance. These are number 729, and as I just showed you, I'm on 4,680 something. So this is almost 4,000 items ago. So I'm glad to get rid of them. I would not pick up this brand again. Not saying it's not something I did. It might be, but I just could not get rid of them. These are Brander's Dickies jeans, and they do say Reed in the title, so they must have had some flaw that I missed. Decided to list them, thinking I could get maybe 10 because they're kind of a Dickies line. Just did not move. I sold these for $3.99. plus shipping, so $14.80. They sold via promoted listing. They did not use my coupon. So these are one of the ones that I edited, and I am so glad that that editing is, I wouldn't say it's paying off as in I'm making a lot of money for my time, but I'm finding whatever was delisted, and I'm clearancing out whatever just is not going to sell for who cares why. It's just not going to. I'm not going to fret over it. I just want it out of my store. I have a lot of work brands and a lot of Western brands, but this pair just is not moving. So, and then I'm going to keep, let's see, I don't think any. Yeah, I guess I had changed this and upgraded everything and fixed the listing, so I will actually keep about $1.50 on the shipping. So that helps, but that's my bins money for tomorrow. If I even made $1 on these, I can take that $1 and turn it into 10, as you know, turn it into 2 little frilly items that make me 10 or 20 profits. So I am happy with that. Well, I thought I pushed print. Let me push print again. This are going to Galesville, Illinois, in case I didn't say that. Guess I'll have to do it this way. Sometimes it takes a while, and then I just end up printing too. But usually it's user error. Usually it prints right away, so it's usually me. If it's not printing, it's usually me. So yeah, it's 3:12. I should get my shipping done here in about the next hour and a half. Get it all by the front door. And then I might start looking through some of the jewelry and just try to get a couple more pieces done. We do have another video that we are watching at church tonight, so I'm going to go ahead and go. I'm excited about it. And we went out for lunch today. I had a hamburger and french fries. It had guacamole, chorizo in it. It was actually a really good burger. It's a new one at this local restaurant that I had not had. Okay, let's get this next one. This is an Express bodysuit, and it is new with tags. I didn't realize you couldn't sell used bodysuits, but I found that out, and I never got kicked off or anything. I just realized that when I went to list one that there wasn't that choice in the drop-down box, so I don't pick them up anymore that often. Maybe a vintage one you could get away with, but anyway, this one was new with tags, so I went ahead and picked it up. And I went by it here. It sold via promoted listings, no coupons. This was from my most recent bins trip. Let me close this up. It's a nice black lace one. It's a woman's medium. It weighs 5 ounces. It's sold via promoted listings, no coupons. So $13 plus shipping, $21.13. And I said size medium. So not bad for a 5-ounce bins pickup that cost me about, what, 70 cents? And this is going to Royal Palm Beach, Florida. And I'm going to keep about $2.50, let's see, not quite $2.50, $2.25 on the shipping. Right, let me see how many we have left. We might do a couple more clothing, just because I know I have about 20 some items left. I've sold a few more and I want to get those out today. So we're going to have another long video if I don't add a little bit to this one. One way or another, we're going to have kind of a long video. But I am jumping up and down about all these sales. I am so happy. Okay. This, yeah, we got 21 to go total so far. All right, this is a Figs scrub top. None of the Figs pants I just listed have sold. It might be because I had them scheduled out for today. I don't know when I scheduled those pants to list, but I need to go check them because they should be selling within days. But this is a burgundy scrub top. It is a women's size large. I would have so loved this when I was a nurse. I would have loved this scrub top. They just have a certain look and a feel to them. This one, though, it only has one pocket. And if I'm wearing cargo pants when I'm working as a nurse, then I can have my scissors and my pen light and my tape and other things in my actual pants. Cargo pockets. But I usually like the scrubs that have 2 pockets, because there's just so many things that when you walk into a room, you don't want to have to turn around and go get. A lot of it depends on where I'm working and how close the nurse's station was to, you know, my rooms. But once you get down the hallway, you don't want to keep going in and leaving the patient's room, because that's kind of rude too. You know, they're in the middle of a sentence and you're like, oh, hey, I forgot my scissors. And, you know, so I like to just go in and do it that way. So this one maybe I wouldn't have actually liked. But anyway, 21% off on my coupon, sold via promoted listing. Pretty burgundy, size large, $17.84 plus shipping, so $22.09. This was not a bins pickup. I think this was just a regular Goodwill pickup for $3.50, if I remember right. Don't quote me. I shopped and worked a lot in about 10 days there. So my exact memory of everything where I picked it up is not 100%. But I don't believe I found this in the bins. I could be wrong. I pick up figs no matter where because they are a pretty fast sale. They're not really a high price sale anymore in my mind. They almost always sell under 20 per shirt or per pants, but they're a pretty fast sale. People really like them. And actually the figs pants that I just picked up, I would not have liked those either. I think if you're a nurse in a doctor's office, then you're not necessarily carrying as much in your pockets because you're in the room with all your blood pressure cuff and everything. So you don't really need maybe quite as much in your pocket, depending on how the workflow works. But when you're a nurse in a hospital, you definitely need something to carry your stuff. Oh, don't get stuck tape. I don't have time for that. Here we go. Okay. All right, this is a good sale here too. This is a Jane Schaffhouse dress. I believe this is vintage. Let me look it up here. Still got lots of orders here. Oh, where did you go? I saw ya. That's a lucky dress. I've got several dresses here. Cabana Life dress. Okay, here we go. I had vintage and Y2K first in the title because this is an older listing. So see, I don't do it that way anymore. I always put the, not always, but 90% of the time the brand name goes first. So this I put vintage Y2K Jane Schaffhausen instead of Jane Schaffhausen and then vintage Y2K dress. But, or dress and then vintage Y2K. But it is really pretty dress. I've had this about 1,300 items ago, so I've had this for about 3 to 6 months. Not quite sure. Very pretty, kind of drop waist, kind of 90s, maybe 80s, but most likely 90s. It's a size 10. So, boy, good thing I checked that pocket. I always do a last check because even if I wash stuff, you know, and I know I did, if someone finds anything in the pocket, then that's not good. I had that happen once. It's been a long, long time ago, and if it happens to you, don't worry about it, but I did send out a pair of, like, I think it was Lands' End pants or something, and it had some Kleenex in it, and you know, I always forget that I am a nurse and that would be like, oh, well, not the best customer service, but no big deal. Like, it wouldn't actually gross me out. But this person was, you know, really grossed out, and I get it. So I just, of course, gave her a refund. But a nice floral. Here's the tag. But yeah, good thing I checked that again. This is Bella France Success, I guess it says. So I don't know where or why, but I must have just looked this up in the store and realized that the brand was desirable. Because as far as I know, I've never sold, oh, it actually has the belt too. Has the belt. I've never, sold this brand that I know of before or since. Okay, so this sold via promoted listings, no coupons. It sold for $33 plus shipping, so $39. Really happy with that. Okay. Just over 10 ounces, so I'm going to put 11. This is going to Conestoga, Pennsylvania. First class, and I made about 60 cents on the shipping. I didn't charge back then as much as I do on first class now. Good, we got another clearance item going out. Very happy with that. These are just a pair of Holloway sweatpants. Not quite sure why I even picked them up. I would not pick them up again. I'm not saying Holloway is a terrible brand, but it just doesn't really flip that fast. And so these are 3,000 almost items ago. And so I've had this at least a year minimum, because I sold about 3,400 items last year, something like that. Trying to sell a lot more items than that this year. But so I know for a fact, you know, if they're 3,000 items ago, it's at least a year ago. And so those sold for $4.25 plus shipping, $11.77. I just recently edited those and decided to try to get, you know, $5 out of them or whatever. And so thankfully that did happen. Just get a little bit of bins money to take to the bins with. And that way I'm not yanking everything out of my store at once that's junk. Oh, my tape is not cooperating. Okay. All right, let's look at these Holloway pants. So yeah, just gray track pants. They are a size medium, but they're men's and they're in style right now. They're not tapered leg. They are the kind of straight leg, so I emphasize that. They do have zipper ankles, but they're still the kind of, you know, style that people want right now. Just the brand just doesn't have. If these were a pair of Nike in the exact same style, I think they definitely would have sold by now. So these are 12 ounces going to, how do you say it? Picayune, Mississippi. Is that how you say it? Or Missouri. Let's see. Mississippi is, I should know my, I think this is Missouri. Don't quote me. Anyway, I made about, or kept about $1.60 on the shipping. Let's go find out. What is, I'll be mad at myself all day. Okay. What is it? Not zip code. It's MS mail code. Which one is that? It probably still won't come up. Abbreviation. Okay. MS from October 1963 to the present, just so you know. It's MS for Mississippi. Missouri is, of course, MO, which I should know because my kids used to live in Missouri. So MS since 1963. So these are going there. Everybody else probably knew that. Oh man, my phone is blowing up. Oh, it's just a kind of a group text that I'm on and people are talking on there. Okay, let's do one more, guys, on this video. This one is Zaya Active. They are sweatpants, not leggings, really. I wouldn't call them leggings. I would call these actual sweatpants. They are tapered, well, they're joggers. They're tapered leg joggers, but they're the thicker kind of cottony type. I don't think they even have any stretch in them. So anyway, I have had these about 1,000 items ago. So I've had these about 3 or 4 months. I don't know why they really didn't sell for more, just maybe the style, but they are joggers. So I don't know, honestly. They're a light pink. They're kind of cute. They sold via promoted listings, no coupon. They sold for $8. I finally took $8 plus shipping, so $15.30. Yeah, that's one of those things. If I had gotten to them in time, I might have revised the title a little bit, tried to see what I could do to maybe get $12 out of them. I think Zaya is still kind of popular. These are going to Pleasant Prairie, Wisconsin, 13 ounces. So I am going to keep about 20 cents on the shipping is all. Okay, guys, I'm going to finish this one up. I'm going to go double check everything and pull the rest of these orders. And then I'll come back with the next part and we should be able to get it done. So I hope this is interesting for you. If you can't make it to the next one, take care, and just if you really could like or subscribe, I would really appreciate that, and comment if you can. Thanks and have a good day. Bye-bye.